fuck must be earned. Don't go around dishing fucks out willy-nilly.
Too many people give them too much. Too often.
Too much, too often, too nerds.
Can you guys hear that music?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Watch out, JC. Tom's gonna finger you soon.
Soon?
Yeah.
We were already doing it.
Oh, I love it when I get surprise fingered.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
Good morning,
It always starts out
everyone.
with a, oh, hello.
Welcome to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. Technical difficulties are the story this morning, and it has led to, well, surprise. I am your host and DM JC here with these three nerds. Full house in the house. Full group in the house. Full house in the house. Something like that. I don't know. The man that has, like, if you took his headset off right now, you'd see steam pouring out his ears. That's one Tom M. Norman dealing with technical difficulties this morning. How you doing, buddy?
I'm ready to throw my computer out the window and start drinking.
Oh, I should really have some fun with you this session then.
It's Wisconsin. Drinking on Sunday morning is okay.
It's normal. It's expected, especially when there's a Packer game. That voice you heard is the lore master, the lazy dragon, the legend, Jeff Doc Williams. I'm all out of sorts now too because we've
Good. I'm not the only one.
we stumbled into this. I didn't even get a finger from you this morning, Norman. I feel so
There they are.
unsatisfied. The last man on location, far to the south, one Ryan Crixus Kukta. How you doing this morning, buddy?
I'm fantastic. Much love from Iowa.
On location, not sure which location, but he's there.
He is on top of a location, that is for sure.
Are you getting surprise fingered too?
I did not
Not a
get
surprise.
surprise fingered.
Not a surprise. Wait, what? John? John, what?
I feel so unsatisfied.
Oh. Not what I
Like
thought you
a-
said.
Like a man coming in for a kicky.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Rounders? Come on, Titty
Oh.
KGB?
Man, it is. I don't know.
All I know is if you want to see this next card, you're going to stop speaking fucking Sputnik. Right. Anyways. Genius, you got a recap for us. About an hour and a half
Sure.
now. Around 30 seconds.
Try to keep it quick since hour and 37 seconds of combat last week. It took us to round 10 as the final Durgar of the 9 took off and got taken out by what he probably thought was an ally. Turned out it was an ally of ours that we didn't know of. That Durgar helped us clean up the mess and put everything kind of back in order as if nothing happened, and took us into what looked like a command center with a map of 10 towns and a little mechanical dragon that would run on a track like a train, and it did not look like good things for 10 towns if their plan succeeded. I'm sure there was more, but I lost some time at the end of last session, so watching it back, I had to pay attention. But there is a limerick here. It's not too creative, but it rhymes. 9 Durgar became only 1. The last guy decided to run. He didn't get far thanks to an allied Durgar, but 10 towns might be over and done.
Nice. That allied Duragar by the way, is named Dirk Digger, and he's got a massive shovel.
Shovel, yep.
So that's why they call him Digger.
It's all accurate.
So you're
I will leave
looking
it up to the. I'll leave it up to the party if we spent enough time in that room for a short rest or not.
Yes, we did. I think that was the consensus after at the end of last session was yes, we're going to take a short rest. I think it was combined with the activities of the previous room, if that stands correct, and then we're actually gonna stand here and we're gonna look at the map and decide what we want to do next. So yeah, I think an hour is definitely sufficient amount of time to discuss, and in real life it would probably take us a while to figure shit out and decide what we want to do.
All right.
So,
Doc will just take up a post by the door then.
Dirk actually keeps you inside, and he goes and stands outside the door. He looks at you guys and he says, I'm supposed to be guarding anyways. And we'll go guard the door. I'll knock on it if anyone's coming. That's the secret entrance. You can duck back down that tunnel and get into the barracks.
Is it going to be a secret knock?
Just be one sharp knock.
Sure, we'll go with that.
That way I can make it look like I stumbled and just hit the door really hard with my staff or my shovel or something.
Fair enough. All right.
Get some rest. Fix yourself up. And he goes and steps outside the door and closes it. You were looking over this map, Aronan, and you had a like your appraisal of this dragon. You determined that it is actually quite a fine little bit of artwork that would probably fetch a nice price. And you were contemplating stealing it.
The dragon, right? The dragon.
Yes.
Was. I am going to wait until we're actually done looking at the map.
Okay.
And right as we're ready to exit, I will take it.
Okay.
So we're in X4, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So there's the doors then that Dirk just went out of, and then there's another set of doors.
Yep, the doors to the south is where Dirk went out of, and he's in that intersection hallway right there. And then, yes, there's the set of doors to the north.
I'm going to say, Doc, if you want to kind of prop yourself up by those, is that where you were going, Doc? The south doors? You were going to hang out there?
I was, just more as a guard, but
okay.
Just to do kind of nothing for an hour.
All right. So if you want to hang out there and just kind of guard the door and take a nap, after we're done looking at the map, which are we done doing that then, Crixus, do you think? Do we have all the information you think we need?
We have all the information. We'll have to make a decision on where to go to try to intercept the dragon.
Yep. All right, I'm going to go and open up that north door then, the X5.
Okay, you open up the north door and you step in there. In this room, there are braziers in the corner, heaped with hot glowing coals. There's a large stone bed covered with soot-stained furs on the north wall. In a little alcove above the bed, there's the relief of a giant scowling Durgar, like clenching its teeth. At the foot of the bed is an iron trunk. It's got a really big, bulky padlock on it, and there is a stone door set into the western wall.
A stone what? Guard?
Door.
Oh, stone
door.
door. I don't know what I thought I heard. I am going to check out that. I'm just going to pop that door open just real quick to be sure that we're not like being ambushed or something. Not that
okay.
Somebody wouldn't have come out once they heard the fighting and stuff, but
popping that door open, you see there's a shelf embedded in the wall, and there's a 2-foot tall statue of a nude female Durogar with no facial features, and there's a spiked crown atop her bald head. Stacked on several smaller shelves in the closet are you were the one that encountered the skull in the mine, right?
The skull in the mine.
And you were gonna pick it. There was a ruby in it. Pick it out, and you realized it was. Later on, Doc realized what it was, and he told you it was a mind flare skull. There are 7 of these skulls on shelves in this closet.
All with rubies?
No, not with rubies.
Oh.
They're just seven of these skulls. Can you give me a religion check, please?
You actually got my hopes up, man.
Kirkus, are you following him in there, or are you? What are you up to?
Oh, I'm staying in the main bedroom. I'm looking at the chest to see if there's any way into the chest.
So yeah, you like this no, I shouldn't say you like
I
it.
got a 4 for
but-
people listening.
But it's a naked dwarf and a bunch of skulls. You have no idea what it means. It looks like some sort of shrine, but yeah.
I'm actually going to thoroughly inspect. How big is this? Is the statue?
2 feet.
2 feet.
2
All
feet
right,
tall.
I'm gonna
Yep.
thoroughly search it for like any hidden compartments, any, you know.
It doesn't take even a roll to do it. You pick it up, and underneath, embedded in it, there's a key. That in the base of it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna take. Actually, I'm gonna inspect it for traps first, though, which I should have done before picking the damn thing up. But
There are no traps that would have gone off
okay,
because you didn't inspect before you picked it up. You said you were investigating it, so you picked it up.
You would have had to.
I would have said things went boom.
no, I'm saying I'm gonna search around the key area.
Okay.
I'm saying I should have inspected the actual statue before picking it up.
No, fair enough.
He's a smoking husk, and he's like, I think I found a trap.
The old cartoon thing where you lick your fingers and the top hair on your head. All right, any traps on the key?
No. Nope.
All right, I'm gonna take the key.
You take the key. You have a key.
Dun, 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 dun.
You put the statue back?
Yes, but I'm gonna face it the opposite direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it facing backwards just because, you know, it's
You
naked.
don't like
It
people
needs-
watching you?
It needs a little privacy. I'm actually gonna do that.
He
with
likes the
skulls.
back side of the dwarf.
I'm gonna do that with the skulls too. I'm gonna turn all the skulls around just to fuck with them.
Okay, so
man.
turn all the skulls in the
As
statue around.
as I grab the skulls, though, I'm gonna, since I found the key, I'm gonna look at the underside of all the skulls as I turn them.
They're hollow.
It's a good thing Doc's not in there. He'd be flipping out,
Probably.
touching all those skulls.
Somebody's got to. All right, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I have the key. I'm actually gonna put the key in a little pouch on my waistband. So it's easily accessible.
As you're making I needed to do this. I need a wisdom saving throw from you
Oh, great.
when you grabbed the statue.
Nope. I need to do saving. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 4.
4, yeah, you failed. So you'll take all of this.
Oh no. Oh
Ooh,
no.
22 psychic damage.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
As there is a sudden, when you picked up the statue, there's a. Do you guys hear that? My dice.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool. There's a sudden spike in the back, a terrible sensation. Actually, not in the back of the head, in the front of the head. And you have this vision of tentacles wrapping around your face and it going black and something boring deep into your head. And then you when you set it down, this subsides, but you took this 22 psychic damage.
And that was for the main statue?
Yeah, for that 2-foot tall naked dwarf lady statue.
Yikes.
Sounds like a trap you wouldn't have been able to find anyway.
No.
It's not even a
sounds
trap.
bad.
It's not even a trap. It's just something that happens when you touch the statue.
Yikes.
Yeah, it makes me want to put it in my
Want
bag
it?
of holding, but because it's got to be valuable to somebody. but I don't want to touch it again. That
Yeah,
makes me
don't touch
nervous.
it again.
I don't feel so good. All right. The key's in my front pouch. I turned all the skulls around, and I'm gonna shut the door and give it the double birds because I did not like that one bit.
Okay. You give it the double birds. You turn back and observe this room. Again, seeing the bed there, the angry Duragar carved into the wall above the bed, and the iron chest at the foot of the bed, the iron trunk.
Well, I'm guessing the key goes into the trunk, so I'm going to inspect the lock for any traps.
Okay. Yep. There are. Make an investigation check.
19.
19. There are no traps on this lock whatsoever.
I am going to use the key and try to open up the trunk.
Satisfying click as the lock opens up. Inside the trunk, as you flip the lid open, you see the first thing you see on top is a pair of dwarven sandals carved out of obsidian. You're estimating those are worth probably about 250 gold. There's a quilted smoking jacket for like dwarf sized that is sewn with like gemstones all in it, worth, looking at it, a quick estimate, you're guessing maybe 500 gold. There's a malachite beard and comb set with 7 red garnets in it that you see that it's probably, looking at it, 700, maybe 800 gold worth.
Oh my god, I'm so excited right now.
You move it over. You move that over, and there's a hookah that you find made of platinum and star sapphire worth probably about 2,500 gold.
I am a rock myself.
And a rolled up leather scroll that's sitting in there. What do you do?
I'm just gonna sit and yeah. This is probably about the happiest I've been in a long time.
This is a lot of money. Aronan is very, very happy.
This is dibs. This is like, I'm looking around like this can't be real. So I am going to. Well, first things first, I'm gonna shove all the expensive shit right in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming at this point there's no trap, so I'm not even looking. I am giddy. I am.
Do you take the leather scroll as well?
I'm saving that for the last because that is making me nervous. But
okay,
I am. Yeah, I am putting all of that stuff in my bag of holding, and I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this episode and write down because
I have the list here. I can send it to you.
But yeah, so I'm gonna look at the scroll, and actually, before I pick up the scroll, I'm gonna kind of look around the inside of the box for any hidden compartments before messing with the scroll.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, it's hidden. What did we get? 9.
9.
You've been rolling well today.
You don't find any hidden compartments or anything unusual about the trunk. There's nothing different.
All right. I am going to pick up the scroll.
There's a click as you pick up the scroll, and the whole bottom of the chest rises up.
Oh.
More treasure?
Or death.
You take 18 points of poison damage as a gaseous cloud fills the room.
Fuck me running.
There was a chance you would have found it had you rolled high enough in that investigation of looking for compartments, but a 9 isn't going to do it.
How are you doing there, Aronan?
I'm sitting at about 5. I am definitely.
You said poisonous gas. Was there any saving?
Hang on. Yeah, there's a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, you could half that damage.
For what saving?
Constitution. Sorry about that.
Was Crixus close enough to that too?
Crixus is hanging out in the other room, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in the other
No,
room.
He said he was in the bedroom.
Oh, you went in the bedroom?
I'm in the bedroom.
Oh, then yeah, make a con save too, Crixus, because this fills the bedroom.
That'd be a solid 6.
Yeah, okay, so you take all 18 of it.
Oh my god.
Was 18 I said, right?
Yes.
6, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crixus, you're good.
That's
You take half, so 9.
I'm gonna start coughing. Sorry, buddy.
So I am going to, I guess, use a cure wounds on Aronan to kind of. He doesn't look very good.
Okay.
No, I look like a hobo that just got hit by a train.
And
Do you
that's
guys
just
move
way
out of the
more.
room?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Okay.
I still have the thing in my hand and I'm yanking it and running out.
Okay. So you move out of the room, back into the war room, and you have this scroll.
Anything cool in there?
Your mother, Trebek. How
The rapist.
How many points of
For
healing?
400.
Did I get? Yeah.
only 8.
You want to join me in a short rest?
I kind of do.
Some hit dice.
But that would be another hour's worth of.
Well, I mean, it's only been probably 10, 15 minutes, so
yeah.
you're not adding on a full extra hour.
It would be an hour from that point, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
only been 15 minutes ish.
Yeah.
You guys were searching. Maybe a little bit more.
I'm gonna hand this scroll to Crixus because I feel like that would be more up his alley.
Okay, Crixus, you unroll the scroll. Remember that picture I sent you before last session? All the numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you see on this scroll. Oh, do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Then you don't. You see a bunch of Dwarvish markings on it.
If only you knew a dwarf.
Handing it to Doc, Doc would understand. If you hand it to him, it's up to you, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would recognize. Which looks like mine and stuff like.
Yep.
I'll show it to Doc.
So, Doc, you see a scroll with all those numbers on it.
Okay. This doesn't mean anything to me, but it's a bunch of numbers.
It is,
So, no.
for reference
So-
for the podcast people, it is a scroll with 8 sets of 3 digits. 1 3 6 2 5 2 7 9 5 4 3 4 8 2 7 5 6 3 7 1 4 and 2 9 9.
So if it doesn't really affect the short rest, Doc would maybe grab a quill and translate the numbers so that everybody
common.
else can read them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't affect your short rest. That's not taxing at all to do a minor translation in that time.
Probably for Graz it would have been, but Doc can read.
Doc can read. Yes, Doc can read. All right. So you finish up your rest in here. What would you like to do?
I think what I would like to do is I'm going to tell everybody I'm going to go back into the main room, that X3, and
Okay.
peek out the main doors so I get a look at the entire hallway.
Okay.
And then I'll let you know what I see. I'll run back real quick, and then we can decide where we want to go. I'm going to tell them actually about the room straight across from X4, X6, because because I was sitting on the corner of that hallway there. So I'm going to tell them about that room as well before I go over there and say that might be our next stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to go run to X3 and take a look.
Okay, so you go down to X3 and you open the door to X3, and Dirk quick turns and looks at you and sees it's you, and then kind of relaxes and kind of shrugs. What? It's all clear.
I'm gonna shut the door and run back into the other room.
Okay.
It's clear. I suppose I could have just opened up the doors and asked him.
Could've.
Do we have context on why he's our ally? I guess I don't remember seeing that.
A little bit.
Last week.
He mentioned that he is an ally to Grandolpha Musgart.
Oh, I did write that down.
Yeah, who is a female dwarf that Zardock is courting. But she does not like him whatsoever. She does not like what he's trying to do, and she is trying to essentially destabilize him and drive them back into underground, so that they aren't.
So the enemy of our enemy is our friend?
Kind of one of those situations, yes.
Okay. So next step, are we finishing this thing here? Are we going after that dragon? Are we...
I think we need to search the rest of this place out, and if we can find Zardock the Horrible, whatever the hell his name is.
Zardock Sunblight.
I'm going to stick with Zardock the Horrible. And
Sure.
if we have the opportunity while we're here already to murder him in the face, I think we should.
I'm all up for murdering in the face. I mean,
because if we can get rid of him, maybe we don't need to worry about the dragons then, because he won't be controlling them, assuming he's controlling them.
Well, yeah, and Crixus is kind of saying if he has any control over the dragon, we can't just kill him. We have to find out if he can call back the dragon first.
Yeah, I mean, first,
true.
I'm going to be like, oh, yes, of course. First we must interrogate him. Yes. Oh, of course.
And it sounded like then if we get rid of this guy, everybody else goes back to the Underdark. Is that kind of what? No?
Possibly, maybe. That's
She-
that's her goal, is to try and drive him back to the Underdark, or this clan back to the Underdark.
Well, surface dwarfs don't like Durgar, so I like that plan too, if that's the plan.
You're right.
Okay, let's go. Where you want to go next?
So,
Aronan, lead the way. You're the stealthiest.
yep. So I'm going to open up the door to the hallway, and I'm going to, still clear.
Yeah, it's still clear.
All right. If you want to keep standing guard, we're going to go across the way. Whistle
guard
really
post
loud.
room?
What's that?
To the guard post room?
Yeah.
Where I was, yeah. It's
Is there anything in there?
Well, yeah, the elevator's in there.
Where does the elevator go?
Down to the lower level or up to the upper level?
Is there... Well, I suppose we could ask you. Is there anything else on this floor we need to go and check out?
There's an opening to the forge below. The captain's office is... I don't know. He's been taken out of there. The dining hall is down the way. Sorry, I'm scrolling through this.
Nope. I'm going to tell him basically what we're looking for is either riches or intel. Oh, and side note, before we leave this room, I am going to grab the dragon and stuff it in my bag.
Okay. So you snap it off of there and stuff that in your bag.
Don't tell him about riches? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, if we get rid of the bad guys, this is his base, right? So.
He says, and other than that, at the end of the hall is Dirth and Nildar's quarters, but they aren't here. So, and then there's a training room out there where there's another elevator in the training room as well.
Who's Dirth and Mildar?
That's Zardock's boys, his two sons. They're
Okay.
out
So there would be no
doing his.
information in his quarters then.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they're not little. They're grown dwarves.
Oh,
They're grown men. Well, grown dwarf men. Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna suggest then that we go to their room and see if there's any intel that they have.
Any poison-filled chests?
Let me
Yeah, right.
tell you what. You go hang in the guards' quarters. Actually, you know what? Better yet, go step back into the war room. Lock the door. I will go down. I will just walk see if anyone's on this level yet.
Okay.
I know the elevators are in the training area and the guards' quarters. So I will go look at the training area, and then I'll come back. I will peek my head in both the rooms, and then I'll come back and let you know what coast is clear.
Sounds good.
Okay. So he goes, he walks the area. He comes back, and he knocks on the door once really sharply.
I'll open it.
You open it, and he says, "It's clear. Their quarters, Dirth and Nildar's quarters, are locked. But I know for a fact that they're off on duty. There's no one in the training area, but that elevator is not on this level currently. The elevator in the guards' quarters is on this level. There's no one in it, so we'll have warning before anyone uses that one."
Okay. I'm going to go try and pick the lock. I still want to go in there.
Okay. So which one do you want to start with, X10 or X11?
Are they both locked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are
those
one
are
is
both...
one's quarters and
okay.
one is the other's quarters.
I just assumed
like I said, they're
together.
Like you said, they're full-grown men, so they have their own quarters each.
Yep. All right, I'm going to start with X10. So I'm going to go down.
X10.
I'm going to inspect the lock for anything.
Okay.
I am paranoid as shit now.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Damn it, I should have done that differently, knowing you're paranoid now.
12.
12. You do not believe this is trapped at all.
Awesome. I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay, make a lock pick check.
Lock. Pick. Check.
23.
All right. Yeah, you pick. There's a click, and you know the door is unlocked at this point.
The door falls at me, and I take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nope. Nope.
It swings open because it's on springs.
Swings open, smashes you against the wall.
We'll call this the Looney Tunes episode.
Acme Door Company.
Well, there is a forge down on the lower level, so there may be some anvils.
All right, I'm going to walk in.
Okay.
I don't know what you type, but if it was this is the Looney Tunes episode, I feel like I'm voting for that.
I put in Acme Door Company.
Okay, so you enter this room. It's a dark chamber. There's a plain stone bed and a stone trunk at the end of it. And do you have dark vision? Yes, you do.
I do.
All the 4 braziers are not lit, so this room is very cold and very dark. Has everyone gone with Aronan? Out of curiosity, I would assume so.
I'll probably stop by the doors between the forge and X8.
Between the doors and X8? Are you going to peek in there? Or are you just hanging out there to guard?
If I'm by myself, I'm just going to post it. But if there's others around, I might peek in.
So, are you
for now,
Aronan or hanging back with Doc?
I'm with Aronan.
You're with Aronan? Okay. So you're just posting there, Doc. You happen to posting up there and peeking in that X9. You hear the hammering and stuff, familiar things of a forge, a dwarven forge. Below, there's just a gentle smoke rising up that. As you peek down, you can kind of see down into that lower level.
We weren't thinking, Doc. You should have changed into Duragar stuff so you could have posted and actually just stood out in the middle of the hallway.
Aronan,
Probably
you look
could've.
around. There is a plain, this dark room. There's a plain stone bed with a stone chest at the end of it.
I am going to. There's no other closets or there's nothing anywhere?
No, there are no other closets anywhere with this
All
one.
right. I'm going to thoroughly inspect the chest before opening it.
Okay. When you place your hand on the top of the chest, kind of look around and get it, the first thing you notice is it's tacky when you pull your hand back. And when you realize it's tacky, you pull your hand back, you kind of pull your hand back and look at your hand, and the chest opens up, and a tongue lashes out at you from behind a full set of a bunch of teeth. Let me find the stats
What
for the
in the
mimic.
hell kind of rogue
Classic.
bullshit is this?
Hey, at least you got your hand off of it in time.
I guess.
Yeah, this could have actually like stuck to you, but it's been laying there for a good long while, and there's a lot of dust and soot in this environment. But I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative after this mimic swings at Aronan. Okay.
Makes sense. I'm in the hallway.
So is this like a
So-
nightmare dream for me? Like, am I still tripping on? Like, I got.
No, this place is just set up to fuck with rogues, apparently.
I mean, seriously,
Balls.
the statue, the
Um,
cloud of poison, mimic trying to chomp my hand.
let's see, it's a +5, so does 19 hit your AC?
Yeah,
All right, so we got
of course it does.
a.
Everything
You take
hits my AC at this point, I guess.
4 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and its tongue adheres to you.
Ew.
That's fun.
And you are considered grappled. You can make a strength saving throw on your turn to get out of it, if you would like.
I guess.
You don't waste your time. Just kill it.
Okay, so
Don't waste your turn.
what was your initiatives?
3.
Jeez,
14.
14.
Eight.
Fair enough.
8.
Let's see. Okay. We'll leave it at that. Crixus, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna swing at it with my hand axe.
All right, you step up to it and swing at it with your hand axe.
18 to hit,
Yes, 18 hits it.
5 slashing damage.
Okay. 5 slashing damage. All right, that works. Aronan, this tongue is like lashed out around your waist and is holding you. What would you like to do?
Well, I feel like the
Hang on, Crixus, do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, I was thinking of doing guidance.
You can do it. You can absolutely do it.
on-
I'm sorry, I kind of skipped out over your bonus action.
No problem. I'll just do guidance on Aronan.
Okay.
And what does that do?
Oh, it gives you that extra D4 that you can roll on an ability check or attack roll. Right?
And it's just once? Or is it
Just
every
once.
time? Okay, just once.
Just
All
once.
right. I feel like. Okay.
Once before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add the number to one ability check of your choice. You can roll the die before or after making the ability check roll.
All right. Well, I'm going to. Are you done then, Crixus?
Yep. Hold
Alright.
on.
Cool. Well, I feel like the only logical thing for me to do is use my daggers. So I'm going to take the strong hand. Ooh, 16.
16 hits?
And
It's a flippin' chest. It's not going to be very agile.
and I get sneak attack because Crixus is involved.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Stab that motherfucker.
7 plus sneak attack is
Sounds like it's going to be a good one.
16 total.
16 total. Nice. Coming through with your offhand, I assume?
Yep. I'm coming at you with the stranger.
You were just about to say coming with a stranger, and that would have been so much better.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Yes, 21 hits.
For 3.
For 3. Okay. Doc, you hear commotion. Suddenly, you hear combat down the way. It is your turn.
All right. Each of those squares is 10 feet, right?
Correct.
All right. 10, 20,
I'll put you at
30,
the
40, 50. I almost can get to the door. Wait, are they in 10 or 11? I didn't.
10. You can double move.
Okay, so I can get
room.
I can get to the door. I think that's it. 10, 20, 30, because I only have 25 feet, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get to the door.
I'll dash.
Which is open, and you see this chest with a tongue coming out of it wrapped around Aronon's waist, and he's stabbing it with knives.
All right, I'll just dash to the door, and that's it.
Dash to the door. The mimic is going to pull Aronan towards it and try and bite him.
Hey, John.
Yes.
So when you said I'm stabbing with my knives, you were actually intending on strong hand stranger, strong hand stranger, strong hand stranger.
Drink the dragon's blood.
Yes. Yep.
Getting shot with arrows.
Does a 23 hit you, Aronan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
For 5 piercing damage plus 8 acid damage.
I am going to uncanny dodge.
Good choice.
Can you uncanny dodge when you are grappled?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attacker's damage against you. That's all.
Right.
That's all
Doesn't have any conditions about being grappled. Let me actually just look at grappled real quick.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's just I can see them. I
don't
definitely see
Grappled
them.
creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Condition ends if a grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the grappler or the grappling effect.
Because if it if it shoots, let's say it shoots at my head. I mean, I can.
It's biting you.
No.
And this is something on its teeth. So I would let you have the bite damage.
Okay.
But not the acid damage. So the first damage.
So that was
because that makes sense to me that you dodge out of you can dodge out of the way of that and get less bit, but that acid's still that acid. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it was 2 and 8, I think. Then
2 and 8. Then
right.
Yeah.
Total
of 10. And that is him. Oh, he has advantage on attack rolls and anything he's got grappled. Okay, he didn't get a crit, so
that is good.
We will move back then to Crixus.
Just a clarification. I got blessed and my bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Confused. My bardic inspiration is the only one that I can use as a bonus action, so that's what I must have done.
Oh, okay. So
Just
Bardic
for
Inspiration
now.
is ability checks and attack rolls?
Yeah, but that's a D6.
A D6,
So,
okay.
not a D4.
So
just,
it's okay. Aronan didn't need it, I don't think. So
Yeah, I didn't use
No,
it.
he didn't
he's-
need it that
he would
time.
still have it.
So anyway, I am going to go ahead and just attack again with my hand axe, stay within melee range there, and see what happens. Only a 12 to hit.
That just hits.
Ooh.
That's its AC.
Ooh,
Hey. All right.
that bodes well for us.
7 damage with that hand axe.
All right.
And then that'll be it.
All right. Then we move on to Aronan.
So do I still have the Bardic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it lasts for a minute or more.
So is that my action to try and ungrapple then?
To get out of it, yeah.
Okay.
You can use an action to escape.
Nah, I'm just gonna attack it again.
I was gonna say you dealt 19 damage last turn. I feel like that was a good round. And you should have Doc in the next round or in this round. I don't know how many hit points a mimic has though,
Nah, neither do I.
especially John's mimics.
I only screw with the hit points in the 7-player campaign because there's 7 players.
21.
21 absolutely hits. There's
You
3 of
mean-
you. I'm not gonna mess with the hit points too much in this.
So not like that time we all were inside of a mimic when it decided to reveal itself.
Yeah, the Mimic Village. Yeah. In the Feywild. That was fun.
12 damages total.
12 damages. Very nice. Not looking so hot.
Bonus action, the stranger. I'm gonna give him the stranger.
Yeah, you are.
14.
14 hits.
Oh, 3.
Nice. Doc.
All right, Doc will come the rest of the way into the room and he'll swing, and he's aiming for a spot between Aronan and the mimic to maybe separate them. 12 to hit.
12 just hits. That's its
Oh,
AC.
I rolled the wrong damage die. I rolled a 10 on the D10, but it's a D12. I can reroll ones. So it is 9 damage.
9 damage.
Not better.
Oh. I did my math wrong there. He really does
Second
not look so hot.
Second attack. Oh, it's an 11 to hit. I wish I had inspiration because I rolled 11 on the other die too. So that will be a miss. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use my action surge since I just got my short rest.
Okay.
And try again. Okay, 17 to hit and 7 damage.
How does this thing die? I mean, you can
Yeah,
sever that tongue like you were saying and probably take a couple teeth with it maybe.
Yeah, definitely doing that.
Doc comes flying in the room, sees you're tied up, and just and he misses the second time. He hits the floor, and then he's so pissed off that he hit the floor that he comes back through and he hits the tongue like right at the base and takes several of the teeth in the front half of that like mimic kind of shatters out, and then the whole thing just kind of turns to ooze into the ground. And there's a pile of refuse basically laying on the ground now where this mimic was.
I'm gonna look at Doc and say, well, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to pass around the flask. I think we earned that one. That was a interesting little battle.
Yep, and I'm going to take a nice long drink. Actually, I'll take 2 drinks. I'm gonna I'm gonna hold it out to Crixus and then just take 1 more drink and then pass it to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a drink while I'm looking inside the mimic. I've never. Can you search a mimic for?
You
items?
can. There's just
know
like
what's in that.
there isn't really anything left there. It's a shape changer, so it kind of.
Got it.
It's kind of like a pile of goo right now. There's,
Gross.
yeah.
So a cross between Jello and a crayon left in the sun.
Yep. Yes. 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 That is a good way to describe that.
Awesome.
Jello and a crayon left in the sun. That is exactly what a mimic looks like when it's dead.
All right. Well, Crixus will start searching the room then. Can't leave it all to Aronan.
Looking around the room, there isn't anything else really in here that you can find. Investigation, you just start peeking around things. This room is very, very plain. You get the feeling that this guy isn't here much. At all.
All right. I am going to... All right, I'm going to leave that room then and go to the other room and...
X11.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
search it for traps.
Okay, investigation check.
So dejected. I want to find another thing that I don't want to find. And
I'm just going to throw the title out here, Aronon's Excellent Adventure.
Bogus journey.
I mean, yeah, Aronon's bogus journey is probably better.
Yeah, that works.
Oh man, it's
21
gonna be
for
tough.
21 for detect.
20. Yep, there are no traps on this door.
Sure, now there's no trap.
26 on pick lock.
Yep, you picked the lock very easily.
Open up the door and I'm going to kind of like peek in like...
This is another very dark room. There's 4 unlit braziers in it. A plain stone bed with a stone trunk at the end of it. But mounted on the walls in here are heads of various creatures, like trophy creatures from the Underdark. You would recognize... Well, they aren't all from the Underdark. You would recognize the Craig Cat head. There's a wolf head in there. The thing that, as you're kind of going around looking at them, the thing that becomes very disturbing very quickly is that there is a mounted humanoid head. It's the head of a dark elf that is mounted alongside all these other animals. And it's unsettling to you to see a humanoid head mounted on a trophy pattern, thing like that. But the dark drow skin with the white hair just kind of hanging off of it, and the little pointed ears sticking out through the hair.
I'm going to, after a quick... I'm going to search the room first before touching the trunk.
I'm gonna follow him in, and I'm probably just going to attack the. Does the trunk have a lock on it?
No, it does not.
Okay, never mind then.
No, investigate the room here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Do you want
You-
assistance with investigation?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll assist.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
You
at
can-
advantage.
You can roll again.
He
I
can
shall.
use his bardic inspiration right here. Yet, if it's within
Yeah,
a
he can.
minute, or is that
Is it
how long does that?
is it a
last?
minute or 10 minutes?
I'll have to look. Within 10 minutes.
Yep, you could absolutely use it here.
Yep.
Or
D6.
none. Yes.
Oh, fucking 1. 17.
17. Inspecting the room, you do not find anything other than this chest, this trunk at the end of his bed.
All right. I'm
No
going.
doors.
Do you want me to
Secret
open it this
compartments.
time?
I'm going to take out my short sword and poke
Okay.
it from a distance.
Thunk.
I'm
It's a stone chest. It sounds kind of hollow inside.
gonna poke it again.
Thunk.
All right, I'm gonna put my short
Look
sword
at-
away.
Looking at the tip of your short sword, you realize you may be dulling it a bit because this is a stone chest.
So I'm gonna put my short sword away. And you said there's no lock?
There's no lock on this.
All right, I'm going to look for any traps though, because
Okay, investigation. There are absolutely no traps in this chest.
for those listening, I rolled a natty 1. Absolute. I'm a failure as a rogue. I need to go sit in the corner for a while.
You know what would be
full-on
good is if you
believe-
took a level of monk, maybe. That would maybe be good.
You full on believe there are absolutely no traps on this chest.
I am going to confidently open up the trunk.
You undo the latch of it and you flip it open.
And out comes a punching mitt and hits me right in the face.
And you see a ceramic jug of wine, a drinking horn, and a rolled up piece of leather.
Oh, I've seen this before. I am going to thoroughly investigate the trunk. And can I do it with advantage because I am familiar with the scroll at the bottom?
Sure.
You know their tricks.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
I rolled 2 7s, so I got an 11.
You got an 11. You do not believe there are any traps here whatsoever.
Fuck me. Well, I'm going to pull out the bottle of booze.
Okay.
And set that off to the side. I'm going to pull
Okay.
out the, what was it? The horn?
A drinking horn? Yep.
I'm going to pull that out and set that next to the bottle.
Yep.
Can Doc pick those 2 items up?
Sure.
And I am going to take a giant sigh and pull out the thing. Pull out the
Take a deep breath and you kind of sigh and you grab the rolled up piece of leather. And there's a small click as the piece tying the leather in its circle hits the edge of the box as you pull it out.
you son of a...
There are no traps in this chest.
Well done. Well played. I salute you, sir. I'm going to hand that scroll to Crixus as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it up and take a look at it.
What was the first scroll again? I don't even remember now.
The numbers.
The
That's right,
numbers.
That's
Numbers and doors. You undo the little leather piece that's tying this together and unroll it, and there's it's a drawing, a charcoal drawing of a stern-looking dwarvish woman, a Duragar of some kind.
So he drew a picture of his beloved. Huh? If I look carefully at it, can I see any hidden messages or anything on it?
Yeah, look at it. It just looks like a picture of someone.
It's trash.
Trash.
All right. All it is a picture of some broad.
Yeah, hold on to it. It might be useful later. Maybe it's a map. I'm just going to laugh.
Does X mark the spot?
He hasn't found it yet.
So what would you like to do now?
Well, I'm going to shrug and say, well, I guess it's time to head to the elevator.
Which one are you heading to? X12 or X6?
I think you said X6 was on this level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
probably-
say, yeah. That's the one we want.
You want to peek in X8 as we go past? Or Doc would want to peek in X8 as we go past.
Okay. So you peek in X8, and in X8 is a long table, stone table, and at the end, very end, is a hexagonal table on its own, separated with 6 stone chairs. Sitting on one of these chairs is a Duragar, a haggard, old-looking Duragar with long black hair streaked with ribbons of white, fingernails like shards of iron. She's currently eating. And just fully tucked into a big buffet of meats and mushrooms and some other strange things you assume came from the Underdark. Sitting next to her is this little mechanical chicken, bird, bat thing on the table. It seems to be moving of its own accord. There's a stove on the west side of this room that there are 3 more Duragar. At the sight of you, Doc, they all drop their utensils that they're doing and reach for their swords. But you recognize the older Duragar tells them to stand down. But she says this in Dwarvish, so unless you speak Dwarvish, you do not understand. And she waves you in.
Okay, well, I understand Dwarvish, so
Yep.
that's good. I'll be like, guys, there's some people in here. And I will cautiously go in.
All right, he says that. I'm gonna pull up my daggers.
Okay. Are you overtly pulling them out, or are you kind of tucking them up along your arm to kind of hide the fact that you have them out?
Well, I'm not in the room, so I am
Yeah.
going to pull them out and kind of hang back by the door because
Okay.
I'm not hearing any commotion yet. So
Okay.
I'm ready.
Crixus?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull out any weaponry, but I will walk right next to Doc.
Okay. As you start approaching Doc, she looks and she sees Crixus and she says, "Oh, bring your friend, bring your friend. Come in, come join me for dinner. You can be my guests."
We haven't eaten in a while.
As you approach the table, you realize that this little bat chicken thing is a small mechanical dragon. Moving of its own accord on the table. And the 3 Duragar go back to start cooking. Do you go sit at the table with her?
Yeah, if Crixus is there, I think I do.
Okay. Do you guys tell Aronan what you're doing, or
I assume
leave him out in the hall?
I assume he's sneaky enough that he will see or know what's going on.
Aronan, do you peek in? Do you know what's going on? What are you doing?
I am. So what I would do is I would just kind of peek an eye around the corner, and then stay in the doorway because I don't want to be ambushed.
She sees you. She looks at him and sees you. And she says, "Oh, bring your other friend. Bring your other friend. You Don't worry if you are. If anyone asks, you're guests of mine. My name is Grandolpha Musgard. Come in, come join dinner with me. You by the door there. Come join me for dinner.
I don't speak Dwarvish. I don't know what the hell she's saying.
Well, she's saying this in common.
Oh.
She switched to common when she saw Crixus.
Oh. Shit. I am going to go in, close the door, and I'm going to put the immovable rod in front of it.
Oh, okay.
Forgot you had that.
So you close the door and you put the movable rod there. You click it and it holds the doors closed. You proceed down to the table then.
Yes, at that point. Well, I'm going to kind of go the long way around. So instead of just following that close wall by the door, I'm going to go to the other one and kind of walk around, kind of looking as I go for anything that is out of the ordinary.
Okay. Do you sit down at the table when you approach? You do also see this mechanical dragon sitting there.
No, I'm going to stand. I'm not going to
You're going to stand?
I'm going to stand.
Okay. She looks at you and stands. Please have a seat, all. And says, bring them food as well.
I'm going to say no,
Duck.
no, thank you. I am fine. I am well. I'm more comfortable standing.
Would you at least like something to drink? And she reaches for a pitcher, and goblets are brought in by her, and she starts pouring this dark, brew-looking liquid
I will accept
into
it.
several cups.
I will accept it, but I'm not going to drink it yet.
Okay. She gives a cup to each of you. Crixus and Doc, do you guys actually sit at the table? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yep.
Shortly after you sit, there is think of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom when they sit down with the monkey brains things, except it's an illithid head that is set in front of each of you with a head cut off at the top, and there's a soup in the skull being served in the skull of this illithid head.
I have chosen wisely.
Doc is uncomfortable with the skull, but appreciates the hospitality, I guess. Feel like a Constitution save is in order here.
I was going to say either a Constitution save or a Wisdom save. I'll be
10 for a con save.
10 for a con save. You actually throw up in your mouth a little bit when it's placed before you. The thought of A, it being an illithid, and B, it just being possibly his brains is a little unsettling, and then you go through all the thoughts in your head and the stories you've heard as a child. You vomit in your mouth a little and swallow it back.
And then I taste the soup, and it's like, oh, this is delicious.
When you try the soup is actually genuinely good. The brew itself is a little funky. It's made with mushrooms. It's an ale made with mushrooms, so it's kind of earthy and kind of nasty. Crixus wisdom save for
8.
8. Yeah, you'll try the drink. You're not so sure about eating out of the head of an illithid.
All right.
And she tucks him fully into hers. She said, "So, are you friends of Zardoc?" And we can leave it on that question right there. We'll have this conversation next week.
Nice. Yes, I did choose wisely. No monkey brains for me.
Illithid brain stew.
I don't care what you call it. It's the same brains in a different pot. Same brains, different bowl.
Gross.
The Underdark is a strange and terrible place.
Mhm.
Seems like what is the mechanical dragon all about?
Yeah,
That's
what
my
is that
books.
about? That'll be a fun thing to ask about and talk about. So,
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining. This has been Two Nerds One Quest. Sorry for the weirdness at the beginning of the show. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I mean, there's always a way around it. I'm glad I got at least the audio figured out for today.
Hey, the rest of the show was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Zoe's here, so we can start now.
Yay! She brought bacon? Yes?
Oh, she brought lots of bacon.
Yeah, you guys are going to need the bacon. If they don't
Yeah.
have brains or what's on the menu.
Is there bacon in this monkey brains stew?
If Zoe brought some, sure, yeah.
I need it.
Everything's better with bacon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably
Not only-
displacer beast bacon, though.
If it has bacon, it not only would Crixus eat it, but Ryan would try it too.
Yes, it's true. So on that note, thanks for following everybody. Thanks for popping in. We are Two Nerds One Quest. You can follow us everywhere that things are where you can follow, except for Facebook, because fuck Facebook. Two Nerds One Quest on Twitter. Patreon.com/Two Nerds One Quest if you want to support us financially. If you want to support us all other ways, you can just share this. We have a podcast that drops every Monday morning. Share the podcast with everybody else. Let people know about it. Give us a rating. We need ratings. I haven't looked. I'm assuming there are none. So since there are none, give us ratings. Wherever you get your podcast from, we would love to see what you have to say about the show. Yeah, anything we can do to make the show better, we will try. And now it seems like we're back to step one, trying to figure out audio. I feel like that was a session 1 issue.
Yeah.
However, we will be back again next Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Not sure what that equates to anybody outside of the United States. Figure it out. That's what the internet's for.
It's 9:30 Eastern U.S. time and 6:30 Western U.S. time.
Theoretically.
In
There we
theory,
go.
Pacific.
Pacific time. Pacific time. Not Western. Pacific time.
I call it Western Time too because I can never remember.
There's a mountain time in the middle there, but I'm not sure where that is.
It's the mountains.
In the middle somewhere. It's in the mountains.
It's in the mountains. UK
I have enough time.
UK is
I have enough of a
5
problem
hours
going up
after
into the
Western.
enough problems going up into the UP and losing an hour.
Yeah.
And then remembering to gain it back when I come back.
So it's like what, 4 o'clock there, Zoe? They're on Bacon Standard Time.
Bacon Standard Time. Yes. The whole world should revolve around Bacon Standard Time.
On that note, for me, for JC, for Genius, and for Mr. Crixus Crazy Gooch, we are Two Nerds One Quest. I am Norm. We will catch you next time.
Eat your bacon brain stew.
Yum, 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 yum. Vote?
Have a good Sunday.
Yeah,
Did you
Yeah,
vote?
we gotta eat breakfast. Yeah, I voted. So.
Go eat that bacon.
Okay. All right.
Oh, good shiznit.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Yeah, like whoever designed this is just like, here, I'm gonna screw with anyone that likes likes to break into things and pick things.
Yeah, that killed me. That show literally almost killed me.
Mm-hmm. That one room literally almost between the poison cloud and the psychic damage from the statue.
Dude, yeah.
So
Gotta love that when the dice tell the story, and the story is hilarious.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good story.
He's fun.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna need
turns
some
out those-
healing next week, though. Holy shit! I think I'm at like 16.
Turns out those people at Wizards kind of know what they're doing when they write adventures.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we're tied at 2-2. Jello and a Crayon left in the sun, and Aronon's bogus journey. So if you're in the chat, throw us some votes. Otherwise, I will have to pick. And I'm always partial to titles with my name in it, so. I have no idea in the context of the titles, but that makes it more fun. Yeah.
Oh,
You should listen back to this session, Zoe. You'd probably enjoy it.
this was a good one.
Yeah.
This was a funny one, yeah.
Some
Very
Looney
entertaining.
Tunes humor, I guess. Looney Tunes Acme. Looney Tunes humor.
I am a rock myself. What was that one?
And that was when I opened up the rock trunk,
Oh.
and I was trying really hard not to be a complete pervert.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
got perverse this episode for sure.
I mean, that was just, if I'm adding it up, that was like 4,000 gold worth of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of cash. Like as I'm reading that off, I'm crap. Oh, here's your money.
It's funny because not including gems and stuff that are in your inventory, I was just kind of scanning at everybody's sheets last night when I was going through watching the show. Aronon's got like 1,100 gold, Crixus is like 200, and Doc has 85.
That seems accurate.
we know who's the keeper of the cash around here.
Yep.
That's accurate, but that's
Your
also
spring,
40 sessions of gold collecting before, and that's half, and not half of it, but a bunch of that is Ellie's, which
yeah.
is mine.
I mean, if Doc ends up with an inn, assuming it's not destroyed by a dragon, he'd probably call that even.
Yeah.
Assuming it's not destroyed by a dragon.
Yeah.
You all start in an inn. The inn is on fire because of the dragon. Roll initiative.
Yep.
We almost started like that.
That is the greatest. Like someone started their campaign that way. You're all sitting around the table in the inn. The inn is on fire because of the dragon. Roll initiative. Hell of a way to start a campaign.
Side note, Mr. JC, your audio was synced the entire time, so I wonder if it's one of my programs on my end is jacking with your Discord, which would be weird because it should make everybody delay, but
theoretically, I don't know.
So if we get everything back up and running and we get a delay from you again, I guess we'll have to
we'll figure out what it is.
Adjust, yeah.
Okie dokie. All right,
John,
I'm going to bug out of here.
That's kind of how you started us in our Friday night campaign. There was a little bit before that, but it was you're in an inn or a tavern.
You're in a safe place.
And a flaming wagon comes and blocks the door. What do you do?
Yeah.
Drink?
It was kind of fun. No, it was a wagon load of goblins.
Oh.
Yeah.
They had hijacked a wagon and lit it on fire and then crashed it into the tavern they were drinking in.
Yeah. Crashed it into the door, blocked the door.
It's fun. It's good stuff. All right, I'm going to duck out of here, gentlemen. We will catch you later.
All right. Aronon's Bogus Journey is going to be the title, by the way.
Hell yeah. For sure. Talk to you guys later.
That was good. See ya.
Bye.